TikTok has taken over the entire world. Start with the drama. Okay. It has 800 million monthly active users, and the average person spends about 52 minutes per day on the app. In comparison, the average person only spends around 20 minutes per day on Instagram. It's more than double. If you want to reach a huge audience with your brand or business, especially if you want to do it for free, you need to be using TikTok. Now, if you're interested in online marketing, you've probably heard this before, that you should be using TikTok. However, TikTok isn't like Facebook ads. You can't just pump money into it and expect to see results. You actually have to post quality content. But what should you post? How should you do it? And how do you actually go from posting a TikTok to making a sale? This video is here to explain just that. That's why in this video, I'm gonna give you 12 tips to skyrocket your TikTok growth. Now, these tips are very actionable, simple, and specific. That means you can start implementing them as early as at the end of this video. Now, before I jump into the list, I need to introduce someone. This is Neil. Neil. Is that? Hopefully that was enough space for Neil. Neil runs the Oberlo TikTok channel, and he helped me research and put together this list of amazing tips that you can start implementing today. Don't forget to subscribe to us on TikTok and on YouTube to make sure that you are always getting to these tips first. Doing a lot of this. After this video, you'll know exactly how many TikToks a day do you need to be posting to see results. How can you use trends to come up with content ideas, especially if you don't have any, and how your metrics can actually help you land on the For You page. Let's not waste any more time and jump straight into it. Step number 1, be authentic. TikTokers can smell fake authenticity from a mile away. Unlike a lot of other platforms like Facebook or Instagram, where your feed can be overrun by brands' professional content and tone, on TikTok, that doesn't really exist. TikTok creators are usually a lot closer to their audience, and because of that, the audience really appreciates a genuine connection and really appreciates someone's personality shining through. Now, if you're thinking about using TikTok for your brand or business, remember that it's a great idea to have some sort of audience character that you're constantly speaking to. This way, you can still be personable and genuine without sounding too professional and boring like some other brands. Now, if you want to use TikTok for your brand or business, I would suggest making a character profile of your audience. A character profile is a quick write-up of someone who would be your ideal audience. You can give them a name, hobbies, and even books that they like to read. This will ensure that your brand or business always has a proper tone when they're speaking to your character profile and to the rest of your audience. If you focus on using this character profile, you won't have a problem having your personality shine through on TikTok. Whether it's for personal use or for a brand or business, followers want to see who the real you is. As long as you focus on being unapologetically you, your niche and your audience will definitely engage. Step 2, keep it simple. You shouldn't have to pack an entire novel. No, I need to keep it simple. Okay. Step number 2, keep it simple. You can't pack an entire novel into a 15-second video, and you don't have to. Use short 15-second videos for high-level content, and then create additional TikToks that are 60 seconds long to really dive deep into the details. Remember, you don't have to just post one TikTok. We'll get to that later, but you can always post multiple TikToks on one single piece of information. This is a great strategy because you can test if people better engage with a 15-second high-level clip, or if they prefer the 60-second deep dives. And beyond that, I would make sure to remember to always be available in your comments. That way, if people have questions, you can always dig deeper there. Don't forget that you can always go live on TikTok as well. Wow, I'm really fumbling over my words. Don't forget that you can also go live on TikTok to really deep dive into content, or also take questions and really engage with your audience. Tip number 3, connect in the comments. For a second, I was like, is the camera still recording? It better be. TikTok comments are an amazing place for you to communicate, engage, and get to know your audience. Don't underestimate the power of the comment section.
You underestimate my power.
Always hop in there and communicate with your audience as much as you can. If you're someone who uses TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram, I'm sure you'll know that if you left a comment on someone's content piece and they've responded, it's probably been something that was really memorable for you. Think about that the next time you're wondering if you should or shouldn't respond to comments that people leave on your TikTok. Not only will they remember it, but when others see that you actually respond and engage with the audience, they'll be more likely to leave comments as well. And if your content gets a lot of comments, that means it's highly engaging, and TikTok's algorithm will definitely push it to more and more people. Tip number 4. Leverage trending hashtags. Before posting content, make sure that you go through TikTok's Discover page and see what trends and what people are actually posting about. While you don't need to follow these hashtags or trends if it doesn't match your content, try to see if there's some way that you can warp it to. While you don't need to follow every single hashtag or trend, especially if it doesn't match or meet your content, it can still be a great source of inspiration to see what people really want to watch. This is also a great place to find challenges. Now, not all challenges will be applicable to you or your brand or business, but if there is a challenge that you can jump in and post about, you need to do this. This is a great way to boost your followers and reach a lot of new eyes. Checking my mic. Tip number 5. Go multi-channel. TikTok can sometimes feel like a gated community. A lot of times people who are on TikTok actually aren't on YouTube or on Instagram. But if you really want to grow, it's really important to go as multi-channel as possible. If you follow a lot of big content creators, brands, or businesses, you'll notice one thing in particular that they all do. They're always available on multiple platforms. And if you want to really boost your engagement and really skyrocket your growth, you need to be as well. Make sure that if you're growing your TikTok, that you also funnel people to your Instagram if you have one, to your Facebook, and the other way around. If you have a following on Instagram, but you're just getting started with TikTok, make sure to share your TikToks in your Instagram stories, for example. That way you can funnel your followers over there and start to boost the engagement. Different platforms can serve different needs for your business or brand. So for example, on TikTok, you might be posting content, whereas on Instagram, you might be showcasing products more. This is a great way to create genuine connections with followers and then funnel them over to a platform to check out your products or services. Tip number 6, features, features, features. TikTok is constantly pumping out tons of new features, like in-video linking, GIF stickers, as well as tons of new face filters. You should be using them to your advantage whenever possible to stay ahead of the trend curve. Now, if you really want to stay ahead of the trend curve, I would suggest checking out TikTok's beta program. TikTok's beta program gives you access to features that are not available to the general public just yet. This is an amazing way to stay on top of new features and stay ahead of the curve and your competition. Tip number 7, title your videos. There's a reason that you see the best TikTok creators bake a title into the first few seconds of their video. Now, what I mean by a title is including some text for just the first few seconds to explain what the video will be about. This is really effective because if someone is scrolling through your feed and they just see a random image, they'll have no idea what the video is about. But if they see a title, you'll be able to catch their attention and then drive them to actually watch the video. This is an amazing strategy and you should definitely start using it with your own videos. Also, you can use different colors to categorize different types of content that you're creating and keep your feed super neat for your followers to view. Tip number 8, prioritize quality content. Above all else, TikTok is a quality content consumption machine. With millions of users and millions of TikToks, you need to make sure that the quality of the content you're posting is high and it doesn't sound like a sales pitch. A lot of times when someone is looking to start an Instagram or a TikTok, especially if they run a brand or business, all they will do is repost their advertisements or pictures of their products. That simply will not work. If you're wondering, what is high quality content? Well, to find that out, you actually need to spend time on the app itself. For example, if you're in the travel niche, I would suggest jumping into TikTok and looking up any travel related videos. What are people posting? What's getting the most views? Note that down because you can use elements of this to create your own content. If you just sit around in your room and wonder what would make a great TikTok, it might be difficult for you to figure that out, but that would also be kind of a waste of time because you have an entire database available at your fingertips to figure out what your audience is into. Use that information to create high quality content that you already know that your audience wants to see. And if you use elements of the high quality content that you see on TikTok, there's a really good chance that when someone is scrolling through their feed that your TikToks will actually pop up as well. Tip number 9. Understand your metrics. TikTok packs a ton of analytical information into the app itself. You can leverage this info to gauge where your audience is from, how old are they, and what's the gender breakdown. And you can also leverage this information to figure out when your audience is mostly viewing your TikToks. And you can leverage this information to figure out when your audience is mostly online. This is an amazing strategy because if you can figure out when your audience is online, then you can make sure to schedule your TikToks and only post content when the majority of people who want to see them are probably scrolling through their phone. The more engagement that your TikTok gets in the first hour, the more likely it is that the TikTok algorithm will push it out to a new audience. Tip number 10, post consistently. While TikTok hasn't released any specific information about what goes into its algorithm, a lot of the best TikTok creators have seen amazing results by posting 1 to 3 times a day. Now, you might be thinking, whoa, 1 to 3 times a day seems like a lot. And it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. TikTok is such a powerful platform and it can really make or break your business. So if you're really dedicated to making your brand or business grow, then you're gonna need to spend time and actually invest it into creating high quality content for TikTok on a regular basis. Now, if you're someone with a job like myself, then you know Monday to Friday can be quite busy and it will be difficult to actually find a time to create TikToks every single day. And you don't need to. The best TikTok creators will actually bulk create their content on a day that they're free, such as Saturday or Sunday, for example. That way, they already have content to post for the rest of the week without having to worry about carving out time on a busy Monday to create a TikTok. This is a great strategy, and if you want to make sure that you're being consistent, I would highly suggest it. Tip number 11, join groups. There are countless groups on Facebook. Oh my God, this video, wow. I had a lot of challenges and I've reached Facebook version. Okay. There are countless groups on Facebook. I said it again, Facebook. Oh my gosh. There are countless groups on Facebook of TikTokers who are also looking to growth hack their way to success. Make sure to join these groups to see what type of content people are posting, their tips, and also to get an idea of what trends are coming up. Not only that, but being around like-minded people will help you stay inspired and also give you a lot of accountability. If someone else says that they're going to be posting a TikTok every single day of the week, you'll be far more likely to post TikToks as well, just because they are keeping you accountable. Also, as you grow and succeed, you'll actually have people to celebrate with. So don't forget that if you do have a Facebook, make sure to check out the TikTok groups. The last tip number 12, is try, and try again. Just like I did with this video. I should just say that the battery ran out on the camera and the battery at a separate recording ran out on the microphone. So I had to redo the whole thing, and then it started raining and there was no light, so I had to wait. And you know what? It took 3 different recordings, but it is working, I hope. I guess we'll see afterward.
I'm sorry, so sorry.
Tip number 12 is try, and try again. The For You page is loaded with amazing content from tons of creators. There is no way that every video that you post will go viral, but posting consistently high quality content gives you the best chance at that. Don't ever forget that the biggest creators on the platform or on any platform started in the exact same place as you, at 0. Nothing happens overnight, but slow and steady consistency will definitely help you succeed. Well, those are my 12 tips for how to skyrocket your TikTok growth. Did I miss any tips? Is there something that you would suggest for others who are looking to grow their TikTok? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Yay! I think that's it. Oh my god, I need a beer.